Well, hello and welcome to our merry stream today. We're playing Sid Meier's Civilization 5 because 6 costs money and we already had 5. Um, Today I'm joined by Godfrey and Tiki. Unfortunately, I Fight Windmills is out, but we'll catch up with him later. So
he's fighting a hurricane currently, so
that's kind of part of it. I mean, being real. So today I've chosen to be Genghis Khan, leader of the Mongolian Empire. I've never played as these guys. In fact, I haven't played this game a lot. My brother here has played it a little bit more than me, although I still feel like we're still basically noobs. As I've dubbed
we don't
this
play
stream.
games to be good. We play games to have fun.
We're having funsy times. So, and he is Bismarck.
I'm the other Hun.
Yeah. I see they've added us to the separate sides of the world again.
As is tradition.
Let's do this. I always have trouble deciding where I'm going to put my settlers. I feel like this is probably as good a spot as any. Oh, I found the Grand Mesa. Already doing okay.
We're off to a good start.
So far, yeah. So I'm going to put these guys here. And my first city is called Karakorum.
I guess that was the capital.
Yeah, I really don't know a whole lot about the Mongolian Empire at its height or otherwise. So we'll probably do some workers here. Have you chosen a research?
I was going to do animal husbandry.
Okay.
I'm going to get some more ice for my drink.
Okay. I'm thinking I like archery, frankly, so I'm probably going to do that one. Get some ranged units in play here. And we'll hit next turn. I'm actually going to set these guys to just kind of auto-explore in the hopes that that's a bit more efficient. Of course, now we're going to have to wait for them. These first turns are pretty quick.
Hey, 9 o'clock, I figured out I can watch.
Today I'm drinking, it's another fabulous beer from St. Arnold. It's the Crisp and Vibrant Daydream. And I have it in a St. Arnold's pint glass, so it feels very authentic. Look at these little orange thingies, which I try to recycle.
I'm going to see if there is a better place. I like having the front view, but it's kind of hard to play a video game with a laptop in front of me.
Yeah, I mean, just give it a good old move there.
So you're going to get my profile a little bit.
It's
a little bit more manageable. Oh, you still see me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Still visible.
And my TV is currently sitting on. TV is currently sitting on 3 textbooks. It is a $1,200 TV stand. So.
I would say jank alert, but obviously kind of expensive there. So like I was saying, these first turns are pretty weak. Not a lot going on. You're really just sort of looking around, trying to frantically establish things. Here within the next turn or so, or next 6 turns, I should say, should be able to get a social policy going. Want to get some more settlers.
Of course.
And all right, I found an ocean. Though, what map are we on? Is it like a?
It's continents. It's nothing specific. It's randomly generated.
Okay, so it's not like I'm not like in actual Mongolia here.
No, you're like, this looks oddly familiar.
Yeah, Well, it kind of looks like your continent's sort of, you know,
India.
yeah, sort of. If you're really reaching for something there, but anyhow,
Really reaching, actually.
gosh, I don't know where to put my next city. That's always sort of interesting. I'm hoping these guys sort of make their way to the southeast of Karkarum, but they're hanging out north. Okay. I don't like founding or establishing settlements in like northern areas because I feel like the sea tends to get blocked by the Arctic Circle.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of. Ooh, I've got some ruins
Jeez.
to discover. I find that the tundra area is really hard to inhabit.
Yeah, it certainly can be. I think I'll build some warriors just to have them. Set these guys to auto improve. Okay. I don't know if they're cooperating or not. I'm gonna cancel this mission so I can pick up these. Here we go. Cool. Adopt a policy. I like to go with Liberty first. Seems weird, I'm sure, but I'm gonna do mining.
Okay,
Just so you were-
I'm almost done with animal husbandry.
Yeah, just one more turn. Oh, I can adopt another policy. That's kind of why I do it. Okay, you guys get up there to that. Unit needs orders. Alright, settlers. Where to settle? So the game is telling me kind of over here. But let's take a closer look. I do like them to be sort of close together. Like, when you settle your cities, do you try to put some space in between? Like a good amount, or just like...
I mean, I usually try to box in my empire,
Yeah.
kind of set the boundaries, and then kind of grow from within.
Okay, so you'll do like your capital, and then have a settler head out.
I'll make like a what was that that merchant trail that established really early on in world history?
You're talking about the Silk Road?
The Silver Road. I like
Silk
building
Road.
I like building the Silver Road.
I think it's the Silk Road.
Silk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
They're like, we must trade with
everyone
China.
wanted silk, but China had that secret kind of hidden, and
They're like, they won't buy it if we tell them it's worm poop. Like,
worms, it's silkworms. Well, and it what's funny is, wasn't it a monk who hid a silkworm in his staff, his walking cane?
potentially. I don't remember that much. Welcome to the History Channel.
The Chinese dynasties from Mr. Lane's European World History course.
Do I ever? I won't be reciting them.
He said he begun his class by stating, "I'm going to teach you something that you will never forget," and he was right. We never forgot it. And for those of you who are watching, the Chinese dynasties are Sheizhou, Qin, Han, Sui, Tai, Song. Hold on. Sheizhou, Qin, Han, Sheizhou, Qin, Han, Sui, Tai, Song, Sui, Tai, Song. Yongmanqing Republic, Yongmanqing Republic, Mao Zedong,
Mao Zedong.
God, I'm a nerd. That's okay.
Well, I mean, this is sort of a historical game. Oh, here we go. I found ocean. The motion of the ocean.
You are on a much nicer continent than I am. I'm on like,
Oh.
If Central United States was an area, I mean, I guess I am kind of in the breadbasket. So
In
that's
the
not
fall.
terrible.
You're kind of like where the Mongolian people would sort of actually live.
Oh god, It's like the Mongolians today. I mean, they just, like, have you seen that picture of the kids just eating meat raw? Like, ugh.
Oh,
I'm on an island, Boo.
you're on an
I
island?
am.
Hey, there you go.
I am on an island. More than likely, I am on an island. Oh Lord, this is gonna suck.
I found
you know
the great city of Bishbalik. Bishbalik. God, 13.
Build another settler. Good God Almighty.
It's cool pottery. Maybe my workers will start doing something. They're literally just chilling in the city. In the city. Ooh, I found incense. That will come in handy in the 70s.
We're trying to mask up certain smells.
This is the long game. I'm investing in 28 BC for market conditions in the
San Francisco in 1970.
or 60s even.
Like, forget what show it was, but it was just a bunch of guys who was like, it's 39 BC. It's like, have you ever noticed our calendar counts backwards? Like, what are we counting towards? What happens when we hit 0? Like, no clue.
Actual civilization.
Right. All right, I'm doing sailing.
Okay.
Because it looks like I'm on an island and I'm going to need to be a naval power.
Okay. Okay.
You have a discovery. See, I wish I was Japanese, and then I can make, off-colored comments about being Japanese.
That's the greatest part about being Japanese, I guess. Is
Well, in the game. I'm not actually Japanese. I am
obviously.
Asian.
Well, debatable.
Caucasian.
Debatable.
Just, no.
I
And
will.
all of our funding is gone because Cole made several comments.
Can't lose funding if you don't have any.
I gotta be careful. I just cut jalapenos and like my hands are flamethrowers in 1941 or 1944 Okinawa.
I wonder if we're all on our own islands. Wait, how many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 people in ourselves, so 7.
Are you on an island? You're on a pretty big island.
I'm sure I'm sharing this. I haven't encountered anyone yet, though. So it's really hard to say. Okay, finally my worker dudes are starting to do something. You lazy bums. You bum diddly bum bums.
You said it.
Ooh, I'll definitely get a city probably down here. Just south of Karakorum.
Your city names are interesting. Beshbalik.
Interesting is a good term, I think, for that.
It's interesting. I guess my geography is bad. Does Mongolia have also? I don't know if you knew this, but just south of Karakorum is ancient ruins, which is kind of funny considering the fact that it's 2620 BC.
These are new.
These are new ruins. These are like
plot
it's
holes.
It's 1987, and you see an Oldsmobile on the side of the road, and you're like, that's an old car. Like,
It's 3 years old.
is it though? Is it really?
It's a toddler.
Oh, so Drew might have mentioned what beer he was drinking. I am drinking a concoction of
Jalapeno.
whiskey.
Oh. It's probably
This-
Jim Beam and Sprite. No, not Beam. What is it you
Not
drink?
basic. Actually, so
You
we
do
have
look, don't say anything. It's a green bottle.
absinthe.
No, it's not absinthe. Are you done, by the way?
Unit needs new orders. What unit needs orders? Just build shit.
Jameson in Sprite. That's what it is.
No, Jameson is currently out of my budget, and that's mostly because I don't really have much of an alcohol budget. It's like a balance between like what I have for food, and I'm like, do I really need to eat Friday night? Nah.
Liquid dinner.
It's like, here's the thing: if I don't eat Friday night and I drink, I get drunk quicker, so I'm saving money both on not getting food and alcohol.
Oh, here's what you do. Eat pickles. Cheap, gets you drunk faster.
Pickles get you drunk?
The vinegar thins out your blood.
I got a jar of pickles.
I don't know. I don't know if that's scientific or not, but... Are you done? Like, straight up.
It keeps saying a unit needs... Oh, that's why, because I need to...
Because you need to give them orders.
Yeah, sorry. Still, a unit needs orders. Yeah, I'm done. Sorry. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some...
Gosh. Where'd he go? Oh, okay. Probably get those ancient ruins here shortly. Are you guys done? You're clearing the forest. I'm just going to leave you to your business. Oops. You guys, however, let's keep exploring a little. No, and now we have to wait. Which means I get to waffle on camera now. So things are looking pretty good. Doing well on getting to a golden age here. People are happy generally. Cities are small, so you rarely run into neighbors. And have one happiness from that natural wonder, which is kind of nice. 12 from the difficulty level, which is interesting. Okay, so you guys go here. There we go. Ruins. These are warriors again. Not the gold.
How many pickles do I need to eat?
I don't know. Oh, you're literally eating. I mean, you could just drink vinegar if you're really that concerned, but.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
you know what really fucks up a lot of people is just gasoline. Just snorting that.
Oh yeah, obviously gasoline, but.
Get some heart going.
I'm talking. I mean, vinegar is literally a cooking ingredient. Like you're eating vinegar right now.
Well, I'm eating a pickle. I'm not eating you.
Whatever. You know what I mean.
What temperature does it take to solidify vinegar? I wonder.
At what temperature?
Yeah.
I don't know.
At what temperature does it take to solidify water?
0 degrees Celsius.
You communist bastard. It's 32.
It's just easier. It's just easier. Rather than, I don't know, random ass number. It's 0. You know what 0 means? Cold.
Speaking of cold, today where I live, which is, it's not normally, or it hasn't been this cold in a long time, and it actually feels like fall for the first time this year. It's 41 degrees outside. It's the craziest thing.
41?
Well, it actually wasn't that crazy. It was 41 degrees out, yeah.
Wow.
So I put on my flannel, put on my jeans.
That sounds wonderful, honestly.
Put on a scarf, a little hat.
It was, and this was cold in Houston. It was like low of 75-ish today. Which, as you know, is...
That actually feels really good in Houston. Because it actually feels like 80, 85 with the humidity.
Oh, no, it's wonderful.
This is the most wonderful time of the year. Cue Michael Bublé.
He emerges from his holiday cave, from his, 9 months of slumber.
It's time. That's when he makes his most money, I feel like.
It's like every January he chooses a woman, and they enter the cave and come out with yet another child. And
Does he have a lot of children?
I have no idea. I'm just like making shit
You're
up.
just making wild accusations and hoping one of them sticks. Got it.
I think it's a fun narrative, though. Like, if I'm
He goes into his cave, has sex,
he picks.
hibernates, wakes up with a new child. Just like, hey, Merry Christmas. It's May. Welcome back. Whoop.
He just sings some more songs. Picks another attractive lady from the crowd. Bada bing, bada boom. The dude has more children than Genghis Khan, actually. We'll just say that.
He doesn't. You know how crazy
Okay. I know what you're about to say here.
8% chance. Well, it's like 0.08. Yeah, that doesn't sound as exciting. Still pretty crazy. 0.08% chance that you are a descendant of Genghis Khan.
Well, this guy at work I was talking to was telling me that most genetics stem from like 3 dudes.
Goddamn ballers.
Well, I don't know if I call them ballers, but
Rapers. No.
I mean that's probably likely too.
Rapists. Big time rapists.
Apparently there was only like 1 or 2 women, maybe. I think just 1. I don't know. He did the 23andMe thing, and it came with like a bunch of info.
Hey, here, have some of my spit. Tell me what I am, so I can start telling people like I'm 1/18th Cherokee.
No, well, so I told him that.
So
I
can make Indian or Native American jokes.
No. I told him, I was like, oh, but then the government has your DNA. And he's like, I was in the Marines. They already got all of my shit, man. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay. I mean, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
That's fair. Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think I'm in jungles here. I'm just in forests. So I'm going to go with, for research.
I honestly, everything on my face is on fire right now.
You keep touching your face.
I gotta stop.
Yeah.
I legitimately believe I will never eat jalapenos again.
Well, just wait till tomorrow.
Just
wait till tomorrow.
That's you are right. That's probably what's gonna happen. Hold on.
I'm gonna try and get,
ladies and gentlemen, mostly just because I have to be kind of basic, but
it's gonna snap. Oh God! Ew!
Ew.
Muy gross. That'll be my tagline. Every time I say it, it'll pop up on the screen like this ridiculous font. It'll just be like, muy gross. It's just like, is it Spanish? Is it English? No, it's both.
It's Spanglish.
Spanglish. Spanglish?
Spanglish.
Spanglish.
Choose research. Oh, calendar? The wheel?
Go for it, man. I ain't trying to tell you how to live your life. I'm just trying to get in on this incense game.
I think I'm actually starting to believe that I am at the very tip of a peninsula.
What is you head west? Oh yeah, I see. There's a nice choke point there.
I've got that little bridge, and I think I'm going to capitalize on that. Put a city right there. I
would put it. So you already have Hamburg there. I'm thinking
Hamburger.
If you were to put it like a space or like a space after the bridge.
Sierra de Potosi. That's like a combination of Spanish and Polish.
I guess.
Cerro. See, what I like about the Spanish language is a letter sounds like a letter should sound. It's none of this. E can sound like 4 different types of vowels.
Well,
E sounds like E.
I mean, they're not completely innocent either. The J's are And the double
confusing.
L's. I mean, it's not like
I mean, they've got. I mean, God, have you taken a look at any of the Scandinavian languages, like Icelandic?
I'm not saying they're perfect. I mean,
That being said, if you are Icelandic, he is actually planning on going to Iceland.
eventually.
But but I mean, it's definitely in your interest. It is a beautiful country,
Yeah,
and this is coming from two very proud Danes. I would love to go.
American Danes mainly.
Well, we are American.
Never been to Scandinavia. But, love to go one day. Boom! My third city, Turfan. I think that's the name.
It's a bad name.
Let's build some workers. Choose production. I guess scouts. No, I hate building scouts. It seems like just a waste.
I always build one just for the beginning because they're quick.
They are
I think
quick.
that was a mistake with the last game we played. Was that you didn't your troops can't move through it as quickly as scouts can. You basically are building Lewis and Clark with the scout.
Well, and see, my scouts aren't even scouts anymore because they've upgraded.
Well, it happens.
I know. I mean, that's fine. It's my fault, really.
It is.
Oh yeah, I got stone. I got incense.
Myrrh.
No myrrh.
No myrrh.
I'm not all three kings here.
Well, gold. You need gold.
Frankincense and myrrh,
Gold, frankincense.
which is technically an incense, I guess. I'm still really. I think the jury's out on what myrrh is.
It is sent by Frank.
I don't. What, you mean Francis?
No, Frank.
No, I don't think Frank was.
Frankincense.
No,
Frank's incense.
Frankincense.
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 I need a drink.
You already got one.
I need another one. Another one.
I got a lot of silk by me too. Once you're done researching calendar. Oh, you're doing the wheel. Never mind.
Yeah, it's like I'm not doing the calendar.
Just waiting on you, buddy.
Oh, unit needs orders. There we go.
There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Apparently, that's a
I'm
thing.
afraid to touch anything. My hands. And I know what you're thinking.
Did you wash your hands?
Wash my hands. I did. I really did.
Okay.
I think I need to fill just a tub with ice and then pour like 20 gallons of milk into it.
Here's what you do. Just cover your hands in Vaseline. Then you're good.
If only I had Vaseline. I got lotion.
No. Vaseline.
Do you think lotion and jalapeno juices would mix?
So, I'm trying to think here. Because milk helps quench a spiciness. And that's because the...
Basic and acidity. It's basic chemistry.
Well, it's that, but it also has to deal with oils versus other less viscous liquids. So water is very viscous, obviously. But that doesn't really attack the heat. You know what I mean? It just kind of subsides at temperature. But it comes back. Milk kind of extinguishes it. I think the oils in a milk, or fats, if you will, attach. I don't know. Just speculative science here. Call it what you will. Research. Let's see.
You could literally start any argument with research shows.
Well, no, I'm literally just picking a research. I don't care that much.
Oh, we're not talking. Oh, you don't care about my face being on fire.
No, sorry. So you're not doing calendar, right?
Oh, I'm doing bronze work.
Okay, I will do calendar.
I'll let, since you mentioned silk and the Silk Road, I'm gonna let you take care of that.
Yeah. Fair enough. Oh, I have a furs camp. That's kind of neat. It's interesting because your name doesn't show up in the box. Huh. Oh well. So we got Berlin, Munich, Hamburg.
Hamburg. Why are you? Hey, mind your own business, bro.
We're allies. Why can't I peek?
I mean, you can peek as much as you want, but
Apparently, I'm also in the Golden Age. I didn't even realize.
oh, I am too. Making some money.
Yeah.
Money.
Policy.
I've literally the first time and the only time I've heard that song, I was touring a federal treasury in the state of Texas.
Mm.
And like someone started singing that and I was like, I've heard this before, but I can't put my name to it. Or a name to it, rather.
Mm-hmm. Right, no, I know what you mean. Karakoram. So hopefully here in 7 turns, there's a great library that I acquire. I hope you're not researching that, by the way.
I'm researching bronze working.
Or building it, I should say, in a city. It's a great wonder. Or a wonder, not a great wonder.
No, not yet. Not quite yet.
Huh. What peasants? Don't even have a library. I like how my guys are literally cultivating a field in the desert.
Hydroponics, bro. Oh, so you're doing the Great Lighthouse?
No, great library.
Oh. Okay.
Now, you can do the lighthouse if you want.
I think I will, just because I feel like the Navy is actually going to be something that we're going to have to focus on.
I enjoy having a Navy, actually. I was playing a game last night with literally, I think it was it was like 2 or 3 squads of 3 battleships. I took over a continent so fast. Because I would just post them outside of the coastal cities and invade with my my modern infantry, which is just like an APC basically. And of course, they just take in like a turn. They take it. It's kind of crazy. Obviously, that only works with coastal cities. So. I have spearmen? Oh, they probably upgraded.
They definitely upgraded.
I still haven't met anyone yet. It's almost sort of frightening.
Don't say anything.
Well, I mean, it's bound to happen. We might actually... We're not that... Unlike last time we were playing.
Oh.
Oh, my people are starving, apparently.
Are we in the classical era?
See, that's the thing. It doesn't really tell you, I don't think. Okay, I have a free research. Actually, I think... Wait, no. I don't have a free research.
We are not in the classical era. We are still in the ancient era.
How? I guess I'm kind of confused, but whatever.
I don't know. We're falling behind. Honestly,
Tufan is starving. We just added some food. Got the calendar. Oh, I'm in the classical era. I think that's what that said.
If you so do you have
God.
your technology up at the top left corner? It says the name, how many turns. It has a little image, right? You have that.
I've got the research. Yeah.
So if you click on the big image and then click Open Technology Tree, it physically tells you what era you are in. More you know.
Oh. So I guess technically I'm about to be in the classical era.
Right, right.
So that's really not a good measure because you could do mathematics and then go straight to
Oh yeah, you
currency
could literally do one line
and be in medieval.
until a point.
Yeah.
You know, eventually you're going to have to research everything. So they can be in the classical era for a very long time.
Yeah. Let's see. What free technology should I choose?
Uh,
Thinking either horseback riding or mathematics. Do you want catapults?
let me take a look.
Actually, catapults are useless without iron. So ironworking is probably actually more important. I'm
You
thinking
can start with iron working.
Yeah.
If you do construction, I call Great Wall though. That's by far my most favorite special project in this game.
Okay, well, I do ironworking. Because that's actually going to be useful to have, I think.
Eventually.
Iron appeared on one of my farms. It's kind of funny. I'm going to build more settlers.
I'm gonna buy more settlers.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Ooh, what happened?
No! Someone built the. Oh,
Great.
I have found. Who is this?
It's Roman.
Augustus Caesar. Always Caesar. It is always Caesar, and I don't.
He likes
don't
you.
Understand.
He likes you.
Well, I hate him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Purchase.
Go ahead and build Stonehenge, I guess.
They're kind of pricey, but I'll buy them, yeah. It's not a bad idea. I think I'll build them towards the north here. Beshbalik. Not how you say it. I build the Colossus.
No, I'm doing Stonehenge.
God, there's so many turns away, though. Do I really want to waste 26 turns on this guy? It just gives me gold, which I'm really not too thrilled about. I think instead I will do... How much are workers? Oh, 220. Okay, we're not quite there.
So, who do you think is going to start for the? I don't know. Let's just pick a random collegiate football team. Texas Tech. Who do you think is going to start at quarterback for Texas Tech?
Jet Duffy.
You think so?
Strictly on the basis that I don't think we need to be playing Bowman right now.
The recovery time for a collapsed lung is a lot quicker than one might think. I'm not saying he's ready to play.
If the doctor okays it, then I'm fine, but from my eye test, it doesn't really seem like something we should be doing.
Would a doctor be okay with him practicing but not playing a game?
It depends on the level of practice.
I mean, he was released to practice.
That doesn't mean much, really.
At what level? I see Jet Duffy playing, not necessarily because of what happened to Bowman, everything aside, in terms of who has had the most experience practicing these last 2 weeks, Duffy. Duffy has started every single practice, every day, under center as you are the starting quarterback. And it's a severe mentality change because if you are, well, you were the third string quarterback and then you became second. And then you became the quarterback for a game. That happened all within a pretty quick time frame. Whereas out of that game, starting the next practice, the coach was able to look at you and say, you're the starting quarterback this week.
Yeah.
You need to practice like you are. I mean, that level of mentality, I feel like, and I hope that Jet Duffy will be prepared to play.
Well, we'll see. Wasn't super impressed by his outing, but then again,
he showed flashes in the pan.
yeah.
He made a lot of severe mistakes. You know, pick six here and another interception.
Well, very critical pick six. We could have salvaged victory from the jaws of defeat.
Could have. No, to me, the game was over when Bowman went out.
Well,
when Bowman was injured,
to be fair, that's when the game kind of started. Bowman wasn't looking too great.
No one looked great.
Well, Duffy was at least moving the ball, obviously, with his...
If it wasn't in the right direction, though.
At times, yes. And I admit that. But it didn't... Obviously, we were missing Basher. But are you done with your turn?
No, it says a unit needs orders.
You need to tell them what to do.
I'm trying my best.
Are you now? Oh, I found the Beringer crater. Yeah, we're getting all sorts of wonders here. Ooh, we've got optics. That's kind of nice. You said you were doing Stonehenge?
Yes. No, I changed it because it took over 100 turns.
Oh, God, yeah. Definitely not a good idea. It really doesn't do anything either.
No, it's...
Not a lot. I mean, it does something, but...
I'm going to do Stonehenge.
Okay.
Again, in a different city.
Let's see.
And then I'm studying mathematics.
I need horses. Build some walls here. It's probably not a good idea, but... Who cares? Just having fun. Until Dad takes the T-bird away.
Fun till my daddy took...
In my fourth city of Hisya has been established.
Nice. I don't like Caesar. I want to remove him from the game.
I see.
Quickly, if possible.
Well, I feel like it is possible. Research. You said
Frankfurt.
You said you're doing math? Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna do... I'll do construction. Oh no, my golden age ends.
People are building just wonders left and right.
I kind of try to temper that because while some of them can give you a nice advantage, the time you spend building wonders could actually go towards...
But it all depends on the wonder. Some wonders are better than others.
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. So, it's just a matter of what you're looking at. I'm just trying to build up the empire pretty well here. Oof. Turfan needs more food. Could I buy a granary?
Yeah, you can buy improvements.
Wheat and bananas. Does that even apply? It does. Okay, cool. No longer starving. Perhaps not the best use of my gold, but they're actually about to turn one of these farms into an iron mine. I have 8 iron already. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Somebody already built the oracle. Interesting. Build some more settlers. All right, get to work, buddy boys.
I want to take a look at the stream real quick, see how that's going.
It's fine. I mean, I have a live feed of the chat and everything. Ooh, I can build swordsmen.
Is there
Currently
a
no
lot of
viewers. Oh, I mean, 1 million of them.
Oh Lord.
It's probably the lowest amount we've ever had, but you know, we can deal with it, I guess.
Well, because Blaine, I mean, yeah. Never mind. Anyways.
We're just playing for funsies.
We are.
One more turn and you can get your Great Wall going. Which becomes obsolete after dynamite.
Which makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. Don't have an issue with it. Ooh, the Holy Roman Empire.
HRE?
The HRE.
Funny is, neither holy nor Roman nor an empire. Collection of city-states, really. That's why, if you ever wonder why white people have so many family crests, you can thank the Holy Roman Empire for that.
We can thank the Holy Roman Empire for a lot of things.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, roads, aqueducts, the concave spherical roof, or not geodesic.
I'm just throwing this out there. There is a difference between the Roman Empire and the Holy Roman Empire.
I'm aware, but
the Roman Empire invented all the things you're saying. The Holy Roman Empire is Germany, basically. And
not entirely, though.
Part of Poland, part of Czech Republic and Slovakia.
Right.
Switzerland.
And I'm not discounting that, but is there a Roman Empire?
In the sense that it covered a lot of land, but in reality, it was just a bunch of parcels put together.
Ununified. Much like for a certain period of time, the 13 original colonies.
You're right. The 13 original colonies, I mean, the Articles of Confederation it was not a strong and binding document.
Nope. I like how they used to throw people who evaded taxes into jail.
Hey, what?
Oh, do you remember that? They used to, if you didn't pay your taxes, you went to jail.
Yeah? I don't remember that personally.
Well, I know you don't remember that personally.
You remember when the first man landed on the moon? No, I don't remember that.
Okay.
I remember it was a thing. It happened. But I don't remember it personally, no.
Of course. And that much is clear. Outside of Kids Bop and Tamagotchis, we're really not much aware of else.
What number are they up to? Because last I checked,
Don't
they were
care.
at like 37. Kids Bop 37.
I think they're in their 40s. Are you
Hey,
done with your
you know,
turn?
like you like that really cool pop song? Let's have like 6 kids sing it for you.
It's not as good. Could you?
I
Are you
never.
done with your turn? By the way,
No, I'm not. I am calculating.
are you really?
Yes.
Are you calculating or are you
I
eating pickles?
I ate a pickle,
Mhm.
and that was to get me a little bit more drunk. And
I'm about to declare war on the HRE on your behalf.
I am basically so the third. Oh my goodness!
It's not even the
I'm
HRE. Augustus Caesar.
It's just the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
It's not HRE. It's just RE.
Yeah, it's
That
just the
sounds
RE. Yeah.
stupid.
The re.
The regarding.
Could you do your turn, please?
Yeah. Well, I still got units, bro.
Well, then work on it.
I'm trying. Oh, I'm gonna buy a tile in the middle of the desert
For what purposes?
so I can put my merchant academy.
Oh.
We're gonna call it the Galleria, and we're gonna put a bunch of really niche shops in it.
Oh, I see.
Actually, I'm building a customs house in it. All right, ready when you are.
Actually, it's much lamer than that. Well, I mean, I actually have things to do, but I do them while I talk instead of just...
Well, so like I can play the game and I can talk, but I can't play the game and talk at the same time.
And that's fine. But eventually, you do have to play the game. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Turfan has grown. A tile. Hmm. I'm kind of nervous. I haven't run into anyone yet. Normally I hit some scouts or something. Ooh, I'm gonna set up a port on the west side of this, what appears to be an island. Are you doing the Great Wall, by the way? Have you started that?
I haven't. You can go ahead and take it. I'd
Oh.
rather have.
I mean, I don't have 55 turns is what this city is.
Berlin doesn't finish the Oracle for another 13. So another 13 turns is before I can even get started on the Great Wall.
Okay.
So if you go ahead and get started, you know.
I don't know. To me, I think it's... Oh, too late.
Never mind.
Glad I didn't waste my time.
I would say so. My goodness.
Next turn. So if you notice to my my right, your left, I have a giant gnome. His name is Nomi.
He's a Teesman.
He kind of is. He is 50% beard, 5% hat, 45%, you know, like typical bits you'd expect on some sort of creature.
That's where did you get that?
He was on sale after Christmas at CVS. There were two of them. There's a green one and a blue one. We left his brother there. And
TBS, the TV show?
CVS, the pharmacy.
Oh, C.
Yes. Charlie Victor Sierra. There you go.
Thank God I didn't go into the military.
Yeah, we'll attack this place. Oh. No, that's not what we had meant.
Someone is already in the medieval era.
Not impressed.
We're not doing too good in our technology.
So they're going to have to come back to these, though, to get to other things.
I don't know.
It's probably the person that's at 205. Do you see that?
Oh my good. Well, they probably have like one city, and they're just building up one city.
I mean, maybe, but that
Hope to
doesn't
God
even
it's not
seem
Gandhi.
likely.
So, for those of you who are watching who don't understand the reference,
To
Mahatma
Gandhi.
Gandhi, originally in the series of the game, was placed at such a low aggression level that it actually in the game reverted to like basically went backwards to the highest value. And so he would be the most aggressive person in the world, which doesn't make any sense because he was one of the more passive. You know,
Indubitably. I found the city of Old Sarai. So now I can easily transport people to your empire if need be, which was kind of an issue in our last game. Which,
where you can do what?
well, okay, so look where I've founded my most westerly city. It's a lot easier to get to your continent than the last time we played.
Okay, Old Sarai. Yes.
In fact, I'm going to build...
That's assuming that in between the two continents there isn't something. We haven't explored the whole world yet.
I mean that's fair, but I don't feel that there's going to be
Well,
anything.
then where is everyone?
South of me? I don't know. Like, look at that little space. It's
4 players are just south of you.
maybe. I suppose it's possible. Or to your west. You know, the map hasn't expanded enough yet. These are all possibilities. Okay, let's see here. Let's start building some other crap. Finish that off. Meritocracy. Boom. Choose a great person. I think I'm going to do a scientist.
You definitely get some technology.
Yeah.
Build an academy. Much more worth it than in the long run.
Okay, I'll build an academy.
Long-term investments are more important than short-term. Would you agree or disagree?
I would agree.
And he works in investments.
Weirdly enough.
It's almost like I worded that question specifically.
Yeah. Well, that one gives me +6 science, but it's definitely an advantage, I would imagine.
That's a lot.
Is it really?
Yeah, when you think about it. I mean, I'm at, what are you at right now? Every turn, I'm at 29.
Same.
At 35, but the thing is, it adds up when you have universities and academies and schools, public schools, etc., etc.
That's fair.
You know, it may not work out right now. We may lose a couple battles because we're fighting spearmen against swordmen. But at the end of the day, we're going to get to the atom bomb before they will.
I mean, I have swordmen. You should too. We share research, so...
I don't have any iron. I just haven't started mining it yet.
I have a buttload of iron. Can I upgrade these guys? No. Okay. Choose production. We'll do a lighthouse, I think. Because we'll eventually... I've got archers here too. Nice. Yeah, I'm actually doing pretty good militarily, which is not something I can say typically. Ooh, I'm at +35 science now.
Berlin demands Wales.
We demand it. We gotta light our lamps with something.
I guess. I'll go ahead and do currency.
Okay.
Start working on that.
We do need to figure out that soundboard. That'd be kind of neat.
Meow, 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 meow.
Maybe not just that, but
I was thinking about getting like an Alex Jones soundboard.
what is that?
Alex Jones, like goddamn liberals, you know, like just.
Oh, okay. So just gonna. I mean, so I would rather not go the way of Alex Jones being banned from major social media platforms.
Oh, no, they brought him back.
Did they now?
I'm not one to make this chat political at all. I was saying more of a joke just because.
Oh no, that's. I was just kind of
Press a button
thinking.
and he says something absurd, and it's.
Oh, I mean, yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But I guess more of what I mean is maybe meme jokes here and there.
Right. No. We would,
At our fingertips.
by all means. I mean, meme away. Soundboard meme away. I'm totally
I'll try
fine
my
with that.
best. I tried already, and it seemed really sketchy with the downloading and everything, and I quit it, and I ran a virus scan, and I actually
See, it should.
reset.
What's difficult is it should ultimately, until we kind of figure out how to further connect our streams, because my stream automatically records sound from the computer.
So you have to have the soundboard.
Right, and there's something called like a stream deck, which is literally just a programmable button pad.
It's like a MIDI board.
Exactly. You see DJs have them. I mean, the ones that DJs have are a little bit different, but more or less the same principle. Let's see, choose production. I'm probably. My fear in streaming is I always feel like, and I ultimately don't care too much, but the backlash, like, why did you do that? Why did you build this when you could have done this? Makes a lot more sense.
We don't play video games, ladies and gentlemen, to be good. We
No.
play video games to have fun.
It's very clear we don't play to be good.
We're not good. We're not good. But
No, we just aren't.
I've never been good. I have cheated in video games. I have modded in video games. I
mean,
don't care.
I can't play RimWorld now without the debug console.
Well, you can turn it off completely, and I can guarantee you it is a whole different game.
And I know I can.
Start thinking critically.
But I hate the, like, oh no, you ran into a hive of, I don't know, 30 spider dudes, and your people aren't even armed. Your colony is doomed.
When you're choosing a location, I always try to go for a mountainous location, like you probably do, and you build a mountain base.
Right.
There is an actual line that says special features, and it will say caves. If it says caves, then there are spiders, or insects, or
whatever those things are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
If you build into the cave and you just leave it empty, that will also be. So I would recommend you build your cave and you occupy it, and then on a separate location build your quarry, your resource gathering section. Preferably in an area where whenever something were to come out, you have a bunch of people waiting for them to fire upon them.
Well, and
doesn't always work, but when it does,
I mean, I've become pretty proficient with the game to where I really don't need it too much. But I just hate those.
Some person out in the top left corner or right corner, and they got killed by a bear, and you're just like, what the hell were you thinking? So you revive them.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's especially early on. If it's like late game, I tend to not really. I just hate the game-ending scenarios you sometimes run into. Like the first 20, 30 minutes you're into it.
I have probably started over from game-ending scenarios maybe 16 or 17 times. Dead serious.
No, and I'm there too.
I'm like, oh great, everyone's dead. All right, let's start over.
Oh,
Which sucks
that's not what I wanted to do.
You have an emotional connection with the amount of time that you've spent.
I mean, to some extent, yes.
It is what it is.
Indubitably. Let's see. All right, so I've got, if you could call it, a navy.
I'm gonna start lining up shots for every time you take indubitably, or say indubitably.
Oh, that's
a dangerous game. I know.
Are you trying to do something tomorrow? Because I can just say the word a lot. I'm not going to do that. And I don't even typically say it that much.
No, you really only say it when we're streaming.
Yeah.
Like you and I could be sitting at a table right now, no microphones, no cameras.
Just have a normal conversation.
Normal conversation would never come up.
Right.
Cameras turn on indubitably, almost immediately. Not even a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Drusev. No, it's indubitably. This is Captain Drusev.
See, the cameras used to not be here, but you insisted on them. So
I think it adds a level of personability.
I don't disagree, but I'm just saying.
I like it, especially when we play Dungeons and Dragons. I like seeing y'all's reactions. You know, it's not just a conversation. It's more emotional.
Oh, these boats can't leave the shallows, can they?
No, they can't. You haven't discovered. Well, there's something you have to discover before you can go out to open sea.
Well, I'm just gonna have them kind of look around. They're pretty useful for looking for people.
Of course.
Let's see, metal casting here pretty soon.
What is your happiness at?
6?
I'm at 28.
Really? Wow. I see. And I have 5 cities, and you have 6 cities. What are you researching social policy wise?
Social policy?
Yeah.
So I have completed liberty, and now I've worked on piety.
See, that's
piety?
what makes me.
Piety.
Yeah, no.
I don't know how to say words, or do I? I'm an engineer. I don't know how to.
Engineer.
Actually, technically, you as an individual cannot say you're an engineer until you pass your professional engineering license. You can say, and I will say this a lot, I studied engineering in college.
Right. I'll be right back in just a second. Yeah.
And I guess I could be playing the video game right now, but kind of like pissing him off, to be honest. So easy. Also, his chair is so much better than mine. I'm gonna start making money. Eventually. One of these days.
Okay. And we're back. Are you asleep? Okay. Well, he doesn't look dead, so I'll just leave him alone.
Just waiting on you.
Oh, okay. Like 4 times I mentioned that earlier in this game.
Okay, here's the thing. This is more about of an experience than it is about us playing a game.
Oh.
Game.
Oh. I mean, an experience for our faithful viewers. Yes.
Don't insult our viewers.
I'm not insulting them.
We have all.
Nobody wants to watch Civ 5 because Civ 6 exists.
We don't do this for people. Okay, so we
Well,
don't play
I mean,
video
we
games
kinda
to be
do.
good. We play them to be fun. We don't broadcast for other people. We broadcast for ourselves because it's cathartic. It's fun, you know. To kind of be
Catharsis.
talking to someone, even if it is an emptyless void.
Catharsis.
See, like the people we would be talking to, they have no clue.
No, we've the inside
Even
jokes.
Even Blunt wouldn't understand.
No,
that
he
reference.
wouldn't understand that. Although I have to imagine he's pretty decent literarily. Ah, that's a lame term. Let's see. I'm gonna build a city here. So I have Old Sarai, and now I have New Sarai. Ooh, and I get
Really?
yeah. Look north of Old Sarai.
Oh my god.
It's
That's
like
funny.
it's like regular Mexico and New Mexico.
I don't know which is worse.
New Mexico's pretty cool. Have you ever been?
Ruidoso is pretty cool.
Ritos,
That's Chili Fest.
yeah. Taos, Angel Fire, Red River. You gotta hit those. Well, it's a little late now, obviously, but it's fun. It's not a bad state. Oh, okay, it's kind of weird.
It is. I only have liquor. I don't have any Coke.
He's a Coke. I mean, you don't have to turn to drugs, Cole.
I don't have any Coca-Cola.
I'm aware of
I
that,
don't want
yeah.
to get started on drinking hard liquor.
Just do like little quarter shots. Like once we get to the BCs, like every 50 years, do like a quarter shot. Eh, right?
The BCs, we're already in the ADs.
I mean the ADs. Oh crap! Yeah, so
Yeah, we're at 290.
yeah. Jesus Christ, I wasn't even after death, literally. Okay.
Jesus is gone. Well, okay, hold on. It's not gone. Let me rephrase that.
All right.
The era of biblical times at this point has ended in the sense that Jesus has died and risen from the grave. We're gonna get a lot of feedback for that.
Yeah, clearly.
From all 0 viewers. I have discovered chivalry.
Yeah, I got a free tech.
I know how to be nice to people. Actually, it's in like the old books of chivalry. It's like 117 rules on how to joust and like 3 rules on how to treat women. So
it's just mostly a jousting rule book.
it's a lot of different things. But it's just kind of funny. Like he's not very chivalrous. Like no, he was more focused on defeating his opponent. But like being honorable in defeat and honorable in victory, etc., etc.
Yeah, I mean, honor is definitely a component.
Which honestly, it grew from a very dark time. It grew from the Dark Ages, and it basically provided an example to not be a barbarian, you know?
Which, I mean, back then was kind of a big deal.
It was like, you know, be. I mean, you think about the time frame. It was. I mean, the atrocities that were occurring.
Will he consider not slaying your family? Yes.
He's a good
He's
person.
a nice man.
He's single. I don't see a ring on it. He's like, he didn't murder and rape us. Like,
I hear he's only 17 too.
well,
and you're not getting any younger, Miss 12-year-old. But
Childish
different
Gambino
times.
and
different times,
what's
different
his real
measures.
name?
Don Glover.
Donald Glover.
Yeah, Dong Lover.
Dong Lover has a stand-up that I think touches on it perfectly.
I love him, by the way. He's great.
He's hilarious.
I just think it's funny. You can call him Don Glover or Dong Lover. It's like Pet Smart.
Well, that's part of his stand-up. Is he's talking about how his name is. If you were to just kind of separate a little bit, it's literally Dong Lover.
Yeah.
Donald Glover. What he kind of touched up on. He's like, you know. He's like, you don't understand how wonderful it is to live in this era. It's a couple hundred years ago, people could come into your town, your village, murder everyone, burn everything down to the ground.
Yeah.
And the next town over would just kind of shrug and go, what did you expect? It was nighttime.
That's a good joke. It was nighttime.
He does it.
It was the darkness.
If you're watching, go out and watch it.
No, it's funny.
He's hilarious. And in all honesty, Childish Gambino's music is pretty good too.
I like it.
Coming from a white boy who knows absolutely nothing about the rap game. I enjoy listening to it.
Childish Gambino is great. His beats are good. I like his lyrics.
I literally have to look up his lyrics and kind of understand what the references he's
I can't
making.
say some of them because pigment differences.
Yeah,
but,
because we're white.
But that's okay. I'm cool with that.
It is what it is.
On another topic, we have introduced a new contender to battle. It is Carb Oktoberfest.
I don't have fancy beer.
It's Ein, Zwei, Gesuffer. Which, honestly, you should be drinking this. Although it's past traditional Oktoberfest time in Germany.
That's what a lot of people don't understand, is Oktoberfest is actually in...
It's mostly Septemberfest, yeah.
It's Septemberfest, but they call it Oktoberfest because they're celebrating...
Actually, I think it's officially over at this point, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. No, So I have an old teammate from high school who he joined the Air Force and he's stationed in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw some snaps and pictures, etc. And he's like, another great Oktoberfest, and this was like weeks ago. So if you fly out to Munich
now,
within
the week,
Well, let's be honest. It's Germany. It's not like you're not gonna have a good time. You're gonna still get drunk, but it's not.
If you wish, yes.
It's not the fest,
No.
It's like, oh crap! I went to the Big Easy on a Tuesday. Well, you can still get fucked up.
Well, in Oktoberfest is actually a historical wedding celebration. It's
really?
The meadow in which they celebrate is actually quite historical. I actually wrote a blog post about it a long time ago. I think it has not survived because I gave up my hosting. But no, it's actually a very interesting tale if you were to just Wikipedia Oktoberfest with a K, not a C. And it's basically, and maybe this is an oversimplification, but they're still all of these years later honoring a wedding that occurred. It's like 400 or 500 years ago. I mean, the meaning has been lost. At least it's much like Christmas, where it's more of a shopping holiday and a time to be with friends and family and gift giving and things like that. Whereas Oktoberfest was at one point a wedding celebration that has since then turned into this, kind of national identity party of sorts. Not to say that that's bad, but it's interesting how things morph over time. God, this is a really weird stream.
We're talking about all sorts of different things, ladies and gentlemen. And on that note, I'm going to make myself another drink. So I'm waiting for this turn to end, and then I'm just going to hit enter and let him handle whatever it needs to handle.
Oh, gosh. You should have let me say all that crap while you were gone.
Well,
okay, no. I have good
I
information.
thought it was interesting.
It is interesting.
With that note, I'll be right back.
I mean, history is inherently interesting. For instance, I mean, some of you may be unaware of the German purity law. I think they recently actually added yeast to that. It used to just strictly consist of water, malted barley, I think barley specifically, and hops, which are the main ingredients in beer outside of, the microbe that makes it all happen, yeast, which for a long time, historically, it was not understood how the beer came to be. In fact, you think of the brewer last name, it actually extends from, and this could be kind of a jump, but brewers would pass down their paddles, their stirring paddles, their wooden paddles that they would mix the mash with, and they believed that this was kind of like a magic stick, which, without having the information and technology that we do, it makes sense that they would think so. So little did they know that these sticks were actually kind of infused with a yeast of sorts, which is why over the years it still kind of persevered. So brewing is as ancient as it comes, and I mean it's just inherently part of human nature. It's part of preserving carbohydrates for times where crops weren't available. It's basically liquid bread, and that it still is to some extent today, although it's more enjoyed recreationally. But yeah, beer is tied with human nature and culture very closely. I mean, you can kind of look at distilled spirits the same way for certain cultures. I mean, in Russia they have kvass, which is kind of like I don't know if it's technically considered a beer. It's kind of like because they use, I don't know if bread is explicitly used to make it, but it's still kind of a fermented, eventually alcoholic beverage. But they also obviously really like vodka. And there's different, and they call them spirits. There's like potato schnapps in Denmark. There's obviously in Ireland, you've got your Irish whiskeys and your Scotch in Scotland, and your sour mashes of Tennessee and Kentucky bourbons and things like that. But it's interesting, despite the inherent health detriments that comes with alcohol, it still seems to be tied very closely to culture. And I think it's because of the social aspect of it. Yeah. Alcohol is a very interesting topic. And I hear slamming of the door, which means my colleague is probably back here.
Colleague? I thought we were closer than that.
Well, are colleagues closer than brothers? I've been talking. I haven't even been able to decide my production here. I guess I'll build some walls there, and let's see. You're researching education. Smart people here. I'll do machinery so we can do crossbowmen.
Oh, you're beating me by 1 point.
Ooh. It was weird because I was expecting a Saison when I was drinking this because I forgot I had poured myself an Oktoberfest. Vastly different styles.
In terms of like German beers, I think my favorite is the Oktoberfest.
Oh, by far. I mean, they do. If you get a Henstefaner, which was I think founded in like the 1300s, that is probably one of my favorite German beers. But I like a Stiegel. I like God, I'm trying to just. I've been drinking, so I can't remember all the names. Actually, did you know the Travel Channel is coming to Kings again, or for the first time? They're going to do an expose on them. It's kind of like for those who aren't watching, Kings is a Pearland / Houston-based German beer garden. Honestly, the best sauerkraut I've ever had in my life. They've kind of fallen off recently from what I originally kind of liked of them, but their sauerkraut is still... See, in Texas, when you add meat to things, you get a nice response. And they put bacon in their sauerkraut. And, God, it just has such a great smoky flavor to it. It's weird. And maybe traditional Germans wouldn't enjoy it. Maybe they might. I don't know. But at any rate, it is...
If there's one thing I like about, or if there's one thing I know about Germans, they like beer.
Yes.
They like pork.
Pork, yes.
I feel like you can't go wrong adding bacon to anything. Hell, you can add bacon to just bacon, and it would taste great. I mean, bacon in itself can be a condiment.
I mean, it's condiment, it's a side, it's your
Salty,
main...
fatty, it's juicy, it's...
pork belly. If you get like a smoked pork belly.
I feel like that would be a little bit more traditional.
Well, it depends. I mean, we're talking different butcher cuts here, mainly. So... Let's see. Trade route established. Oh, I'm building roads.
Well, that's good.
Wonderful. Well, so I automate the workers. You know, they kind of get up to their own shenanigans.
Right.
So I have these Keshik units, or a special unit. They have a strong ranged attack, increased movement, and they earn promotions 50% faster. They also contribute double the amount of points towards earning a great general. These are pretty good units.
What units are you looking at?
They're called Keshiks.
Where are they?
I don't know if I have one yet. They're in the process of being built. I should have one in 3 turns.
Okay.
Worker. Do some stuff. So I think I've got a nice kind of outline for my nation here. I'm still really like eerie of the fact that I have run into nobody else. Is it a soundboard there?
Right. Yeah, I wish. But short or less of just holding up my phone and playing a soundboard up to the microphone. Me, 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 me.
I can do that. Let's see.
I mean, I definitely look into it, but like I couldn't. It's not as easy as.
So it might be nice when you have better internet. We can look into transmitting, because what I'd like to eventually get to is switching off from your perspective to mine, and then
Like being able to see what I see.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
I have to figure out how to do that. It's not easy, and the people who I see do it, you know, they're very seasoned YouTubers and Twitch streamers.
It might be to where if we don't get to that point, we don't get to that point.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Part of the reason why I like having the camera when I'm doing a lot of hand signals or hand movements and gestures, and that's mostly because of the alcohol, is mostly because I feel like I'm actually providing something other than just my voice and commentary on what it is you're doing. There's
Right.
I exist too. Hey. All right, now we're gonna be
Demonetized.
She don't want no man.
Sorry. I'm really into that song right now.
I know you've sent me several snaps of you being drunk and like
I don't remember those, but
hence the word drunk.
yeah, no kidding. I guess I'll build a harbor here. See, I have all these military units, but I just don't have anyone to use them with. Although you've done a good job of really outlining the Greeks here. Not the Greeks, the Romans. The Greeks are different from the Romans, Drew.
They are.
Quite different.
Very different, in fact.
Extremely different.
Although their empire is significant.
The Greeks? they're very significant in history as well.
Oh, crap. Someone completed the Chichen Itza.
Was I building that? No, I'm building the Himeji Castle. Build a stable here. Alright, so I have a Keshik now. Oh man, these are good units. Alright, so if you look in between New Sarai and Karakoram, you will find my mounted units called the Keshik. And I guess they're basically archers. Do you see them?
What city?
Between New Sarai and Karakoram. South of Hysia.
Oh, yeah, okay. They're like horse archers.
Yep. But they're really actually pretty good. So, hopefully they're relevant. I'm going to try and attack someone with them. Simply because, why not, right? Let's see. Oh, 0 dropped frames so far. That's not too bad.
Choose production. She says she don't want no man. I don't know how that, It's a good song.
It is. It doesn't make any sense, but it's a good song.
Well, it's Post Malone. What I like about Post Malone is he's able to go on like a talk show like Fallon and say that he uses auto-tune.
He doesn't care.
And I don't either. Like if an artist is able to say like,
T-Pain uses it.
like, okay, cool. It's still a song that I can enjoy listening to.
That's the critical thing, I think.
Although I will say, I watched and I've been watching several trailers for an upcoming movie, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
And I'm not even that big of a Queen fan. You say you're not that big of a Queen fan?
Me?
But of course the basics.
Are you talking about me or just in general?
No, I'm saying in general. Like a person may say like I'm not a big Queen fan, but it's like okay, so Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
And We Will Rock You. So that's 2 songs. Okay, well let's venture out just a little bit. How about Under Pressure?
Which people really confuse because a lot of them think it's a David Bowie song.
Well, Under Pressure. Well, the intro to Under Pressure is also Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice. Well, he took it from.
Dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun.
no. He took it from that song, obviously. But I have talked to people where they're like, no, that's a David Bowie song. And I'm like, I mean, not entirely. It's actually also a Queen song. They're like, no way. No way. And I'm like,
It kind of touches up on Freddie Mercury's life and everything and how he kind of got into it. It's got this not old feel to it, but it has almost a documentary-esque feel to it.
yeah.
At the same time being kind of focused on the band at the same time. And in the trailer itself, there's one scene where like a producer's like, there's no way you make this
It's 6
album.
minutes,
You don't have enough time. Or he's like, there's not enough time. And then Freddie's like, well, what if you don't have enough time? And it's like, it's one of those moments like you're like, okay, so I'm going to feel some highs and I'm going to feel some lows.
You're like,
I'm going to feel something in this
ooh,
movie and
he's
I'm
got
going to
AIDS.
just love it.
Wait,
And
they're barbarians.
What? Where?
I mean, they're part of the lineup here.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
They don't exist.
Okay.
We definitely would have run into them.
That's fair. Yeah, that's what I was kind of like. Are you done, by the way?
I probably just made whatchamacallit city or I made someone really mad by establishing Dortmund right next to the empire of, you know. I say it again. It's still crazy. We are missing.
I'm trying to find them.
We're 4 other players.
We are literally 100 turns in, and we've only met one enemy. So I'm actually a little frightened by this.
Why is that?
Well, I don't know what they're doing. You know, they're quiet like us. You know, I'm very happily willing to just build my empire.
You are the nation of Japan. You are perfectly content just dealing with your own stuff. The Netherlands shows up with the Dutch East India Trading Company, and you want absolutely nothing to do with them. I understand it. Although there was one city that traded with the Dutch, but the rest of the empire wanted nothing to do with it.
Well,
empire,
you just need a foothold. I think I'm by myself, man. I mean, look at my outline here.
All it takes is one tile to make you a peninsula, my friend.
Well, I don't think that's even gonna happen, but we'll see. I've explored every reach of, well, actually these mountains might. We'll see. We shall see.
Right.
Alright, Keshiks. If I have this entire place to myself, holy crap. How big is...
You're in a good position.
How big is this map?
I said it's a huge.
Oh, sweet. It's actually sort of surprising.
Huge, I think the standard is 10 players, 24 city-states.
Okay, yeah, we are... Okay, that's why we haven't run into anyone.
Well, I like that, you know?
It's
when I run
fun.
into someone, I want to already have a nuclear arsenal and just being able to just level the playing field. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm fairly confident that all of this land is mine. So... Ooh, I'm at 0 happiness.
I'm at 33. What the hell are you doing wrong? Just give the people what they want.
What do they want? I also have way more military units than you.
Booze and religion.
Well, okay. So I have 29.21 negative happiness from population.
Too many cities.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 cities. And you have 8.
And I have 33 happiness. The hell are you doing wrong?
I don't know. I mean, I'll figure it out. It's really not an issue.
So I have, okay, just throwing this out there. I have all of liberty and all of piety filled out in my policies.
Yeah, I only have piety, if I'm not mistaken. No, I only have liberty. I don't even have piety. I'm going with tradition. Oh, yay, got a Himeji Castle.
Oh, no. Tradition is best for small empires. It literally says that under tradition.
Well, I don't read.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, what you have right now is a small empire. Away with it. But I would not grow any further than that.
Okay.
But with that, you so like you can do probably freedom. Best for small focused empires. Whereas I'm gonna have to do order and become a communist.
Oof.
Yeah. So you may not experience the happiness now.
It's a tough quilt to sew.
Right? But you will eventually.
Yeah. This is usually how I start out. I usually go with liberty first. I'm actually gonna probably build some settlers here. And you just offset it with things like coliseums and theaters and things like that.
Yeah, so I'm usually producing, things that make people happy.
I have to protect these coasts. I have a lot of land to conquer. Cool. We've discovered education. We can get that learning done.
What have we been doing since then?
Learning and burning. I'm gonna move my
Learning and burning.
My pop filter. That's what this is. It's like,
I threw mine away.
well, if you've got a cover, it's probably not super necessary.
It's we tried testing and everything, and I couldn't tell a difference. You couldn't tell a difference, so I just said screw it. I'm just gonna roll with just this, and honestly, I don't miss it.
No, it's fine. Really don't need to change anything there. My microphone does not have a cover because it's just a giant sphere.
Well, your microphone's a lot better than mine. I only got mine for like $28.
Yeah, the blue snowball it's kind of like a good, I would say, entry level mic. But it was like $50, I think is what I spent on it. It's really not too bad, but if you're trying to get that professional quality, you need to move away from like a USB.
Oh, this is input jack.
Well, I'm talking like coaxial, not coax.
Hold on, I'm gonna disconnect here for a second, and I will show you what I have. Yeah, if I can. Yeah.
Well, it's like a 3-prong connector, but if it terminates to just a microphone,
It's like an actual microphone. Like if you were to go onto a stage, it's
right,
like an actual microphone.
But you don't have that in your computer. You need like a DAC or something, or
Yeah, so I don't know if I spent more money than I should have. I mean, $30 for this setup, I'm not going to complain.
No, it's good. I don't think you should complain. There's really no reason to. All right, I'm at 3 happiness now, so things are going great.
Happy for you.
So are my people.
Well, no, you got people at least that are, you know, you're in the black. You're in the black finally.
Oh, I've never been in the red. Speaking in financial
You can't go
terms.
negative happiness.
Yes, you can.
You can only go 0.
Well, no, you can go beyond 0. I've been at like 8 unhappiness.
To where they're rioting and like calling for your name.
They're not rioting at 8. 10 and beyond, yes. God, that must mean there's a lot of people to the west or the east of me.
The map is not completely filled yet.
No. I'm just kind of having my people sort of search around. Could try and get a stronghold. Probably, I'm thinking at 3 more cities should have me good. They call me a
Goddamn
consul.
Machu Picchu.
Oh, I've got crossbowmen now. I've got catapults. I actually have quite a few units here. If only I could get them over to you. We could take out the Holy Roman Empire. Or not even the Holy Roman. You know what I mean. Just the freaking Roman Empire.
No, I don't, because you say Holy Roman Empire and I think me. I'm Germany.
You're not the Ottomans, though. You're Germany.
The Ottomans had nothing to... Oh my god. You have the Roman Empire, which was Roman.
Oy vey.
You had the Byzantium Empire, which was the Roman Empire version 2.0. Failed miserably, became the Ottoman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire was a bunch of city-state-esque states combined together, and they elected one Holy Roman Emperor. And everyone laughed at them, and historians laugh at them because it's like, yeah, you can call yourself holy, you weren't. You can call yourself Roman, you weren't, because you were basically Germany. And you can call yourself an empire, and you weren't. Would you call the United States, the continental United States, an empire? You weren't. And
I mean, in a way, you could call it an empire.
Yeah, we got the Philippines and Puerto Rico.
I mean, I'm not talking about colonies.
Okay, so what makes us an empire?
I don't know. What is a massive swath of land? Incorporated or
We are
otherwise.
literally a United States.
Which is fine. But, I mean, outside of like some official definition, what really doesn't make it an empire? I mean, can you argue against that?
Regardless.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
Just doing this on purpose.
No,
now.
no, no.
You're just saying this to upset me.
I just honestly am like, I mean, okay, yeah, we are a United States, fine, but
They're a collective of states that.
What the hell is an empire? You know, is Japan an empire because they had like, I don't know, control over some islands? Does that make them an empire?
Some. No, they controlled the South Pacific and a good chunk of the population in China.
Okay, so some islands, and they
grotesquely some islands. They owned the fucking Philippines. I mean, they were on the brink of invading Australia.
You're still not changing my mind here. Like, we're still talking about a very little landmass. Is it just because they're separated?
It is the control of other countries.
We would never let them have Australia.
No, it's okay. So, what if Japan were to take Australia? Would that just be a collection of islands to you still?
Is Australia an
Historically
island?
speaking, if history were to be changed,
Is Australia an island?
yes, it's a
Then
continent,
yes.
but it is technically an island.
That's fair.
It is a massive island.
It is. Well, most of it's uninhabitable, but
That doesn't.
if you want to talk World War II Japan, don't mess with me, man. I took honors World War II history. And I'm not talking high school. I'm talking college, man.
Good for you. That's fine. But we're not talking about Japan. We're talking about the
You
definition.
literally just talked about Japan. You.
Okay, yeah, specifically because you brought it up. Let's not change the fact that we're talking about what defines an empire, because you brought up Holy Roman Empire.
This is why we
It's not
need
technically
blame.
an empire. It's not an empire because it was more like the United States. The United States is not an empire.
Fine, I don't care, but like, what is the actual fucking definition of an empire? Looking at
To the Google machine.
Yeah, Google it. This is why we need Blaine.
He's a history major.
Well, he's a history
Empire.
major.
Noun. An extensive group of states or countries under a single supreme authority, formerly especially an emperor or empress.
So
We are not an empire.
empires don't
we have an
exist then.
emperor.
Not even
If you
Japan
think
has an
Donald
emperor
Trump
anymore.
has supreme power over the entire continent, you are sadly mistaken.
Okay, how different is an emperor from a president? Honestly,
My God.
we're just exchanging terms. My point here is that we can call things as much as we
like
want.
tits without nipples. You don't have a point.
My point is, we can have as many names for things as we want. It does not change the actual impact. Would you please finish your turn?
No, I feel like this is a good discussion, and I will on my own terms.
Hey, I said please. I said please.
No, you did. I'm sorry. I had one troop that was. I'm moving. I'm actually building some troops so I can move them kind of towards the border, and kind of get ready for the inevitable war that is going to happen. Because for whatever reason, I'm always going to war with Caesar.
Well, it could be worse, I imagine. Let's see here. So we'll do that. I just don't have a lot going on right now.
I have a lot of city-states.
City-states. You're talking about like abandoned cities? Like, well, not abandoned, isolated.
I have a lot of cities. I misspoke.
The great city-state of Dusseldorf.
In Essen, in Dortmund, in Stuttgart.
In Cologne. Choose research. I'm doing astronomy, because it's about damn time I can get people over there. I have like a literal army, and I'm just gonna start positioning them to be prepared. Because we're gonna... Do you want to do a pincer movement?
With who?
Do you want me to come in from the south while you attack
I mean, you
from
could
the north?
definitely, with a naval bombardment, come after Kume.
In 15 turns, I should be able to get my people there.
Okay.
I don't... Well, I tell you what, I will assist you, that way you can capture that land. As I really have no interest, outside of maybe a city. Just so I have, like, a production facility there to help you out.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, if you come down and you take one of the cities, I mean, yeah, that would be nice.
Okay. His capital is...
Rome.
I don't see Rome.
I don't either. Which leads me to believe. Oh no. He's got to have a city in this unmarked area.
Yeah.
Let me discuss. Shall we make a joint declaration of friendship?
Ooh, yeah, do that.
And then I'm gonna say don't settle cities next to us, which is funny because I've been settling cities near him.
Hey, don't do what I did. Is he our friend now?
No, he does not like us. But
He
I was
refused.
wondering, my golden age ends.
Ooh, that's not at all what I wanted. Choose production. Do library. Ooh, more settlers. Okay. Let us see. Alright, you guys need to stop with your missions because we're getting ready to head. We're going on vacation, guys. In this purple empire land, whatever you want to call it. Because it's purple. Alright, so you're good there. Let's get you down here. Let's get you down here. What I'm hoping is this research allows me to move. Let's see here. Yeah, I gotta imagine Rome is... Ooh, they may be on an island, actually.
That would explain it.
Is Rome actually... I mean, it makes sense, but is that actually their capital?
Rome should be their capital.
Because I don't... Usually there's a star next to the name if it is the capital, much like if you look at...
Well, and I see no star.
Berlin is the capital. Okay, yeah, they... Weird.
Which is kind of concerning to me. You're doing astronomy. I will do acoustics.
Yeah, astronomy will need to get across the deep waters here.
Yeah, you just got a bunch of soldiers just waiting on the coast. Like, okay, the minute we discover the stars, we're going across this ocean.
The literal second. We're working on it. They're gonna transport the information to us. We're going. You know. God. It's so true, though. Ooh. Where should I put these guys? Yet another city. Probably keep some dudes just in case.
Stuttgart has grown. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where they make Porsches, if I'm not mistaken.
It's by far my favorite cars, I believe.
It's up there for me too.
I like them just because they're sporty, but they're not out of reach for the common man.
Yeah,
they're
not ridiculous.
in between.
Yeah.
They're not ridiculous, you know?
Yeah, no, I know
It's
what you mean.
something I can see myself getting at some point in my life. I don't see myself owning a Lamborghini. Ladies, I'm sorry. I'm not that kind of person. Nor would I spend the money on a Lamborghini because, quite honestly, and my brother can attest to this, I don't give a damn about cars. I just don't.
No.
I'm not as into it as some people are. But I feel as though if I had the money and I was looking for something that I could move around quickly in and be sporty in, then I would get a Porsche.
Sporty Spice over here.
I think Dad's right though.
About
When he's like, it's like I give you about 2 years before you're in another truck.
yeah, probably.
He's like, you could probably get anywhere between 7 and 8 grand for your car. And you put that towards the truck, you're getting a truck.
Yeah.
And I was kind of thinking of it in terms of like a job, like the job I'm starting in January. If that doesn't happen, there's actually a good chance I might actually, which would be nice.
You might actually what?
I might actually have a company truck because there are some job sites that you physically cannot drive in a Volkswagen Passat.
That makes sense.
You can't get to in a Passat some days. And they're like, here's an F-150. It is bare bones everything, but it is an F-150 and it's paid for. Now, that's not something that's going to be given to me when I first walk in.
Right.
It might be something that happens over time.
Oh no. You embark into the ocean. 4 turns away. Oh, my people are unhappy, which is affecting my golden age. The city could be south of these others, theoretically.
And that's just it. We have not discovered everything about this map. That's why I love Huge. Is like there's still a lot up in the air. I mean, it's one thing for your scouts to have not seen them, but their scouts have not found you either.
No.
Which means they are separated by deep ocean, just like you are.
Yeah, because otherwise they'd be here. Ooh, I think I have a wonder here in a turn. Nope, just university. Never mind. Nothing actually cool. Oh no, the porcelain tower in 2 turns. That would be nice.
Get the porcelain tower.
Oh, I'm already on it. I've been on it for some time. Do long swordman. Upgrade these guys. I guess more Keshiks. And Keshiks. Cross oceans. Here we go. One more turn. We're so close.
So close.
I'm
I
literally.
guarantee you, we are going to just split apart.
I'm literally gonna land to the east of Stuttgart. Choose production. Choose research. Gunpowder. Oh, I have a great scientist. Did I? Oh, I did the wrong thing. Okay. Well, I'll do gunpowder now. And then chemistry next.
Wait, oh, wait, gunpowder. Really?
Yeah. We've got gunpowder. Why can't I go? Okay, I think the triremes just... I don't think they can... They're literally limited. Okay.
I don't have gunpowder. Oh, yep, musketmen. But they're pretty. They're terrible, to be honest. I'm not gonna do what I did last time.
I mean, do what you will, but they're available, and we need to research them to get to the next. So, okay, you guys need to stop. Actually, yeah, no, y'all need to stop exploring. Can I bring y'all back? No, quit moving me.
So I'm just throwing this out there. I guarantee you, they're south of you.
That would make a lot of sense.
Just look at the mini map. It is outrageous.
It would make a lot of sense if that were the case. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just bringing my guys over. I've got like 5 units.
You know, I'm glad we simplified combat and everything, so I'm not having to move over every turn.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's nice. We should do this from now on.
I mean, you insisted. You were like...
Well, because I didn't know it was going to become like what it was. I honestly
And that's
enjoyed
fair.
a little bit of the cinematics.
And that's fair.
You know? It is what it is.
Yeah. It's not a big deal.
All right, next turn. I am leading with 393. Next in place is Captain Drusif at 373.
Yes.
So
get on land, you dum-dum. Oh man, I'm getting close. Long swordsman. I have a lot of military units. Jeez, this is quite the journey.
don't stop believe in.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on to that feeling.
The Renaissance era.
Renaissance. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, bub.
I feel like Christopher Columbus.
We should probably hurry the hell up.
Why?
Someone else is in the Renaissance era, you know.
We do what we can here. I mean, so the Renaissance in like one tech tree, probably. Which can be significant, I'll give them that. But we're literally, Caesar is 219. So kind of a small player. If you think about it.
Never underestimate your opponent.
That's fair. I mean, small points-wise, I'll say.
Oh, God, Bismarck has completed Notre Dame.
Okay, now my people are happy. Actually, I should move some of these units south.
You're doing chemistry?
Yeah.
Of course. I'm always like, there's only 4 turns before I can figure out how cannons and dynamite. He's doing it. I wonder if our technology combines.
It should.
No. I mean, like...
Oh, like the points?
Like, if I were to choose the same technology as you, would it go by quicker?
Maybe. I actually don't know. No idea.
But at that point, I don't know what would be a faster process. Because I'm at 104 science per turn.
Yeah.
Or you're sending me your oh God, you are sending an army over.
I told you.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and start buying some troops.
Oh, you weren't ready for this?
Well, I've got enough money to where I am ready for this.
I'll be right back. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Let me roll through this real quick. Unit needs orders. Get up there.
Adopt policy.
I'm landed. Roughly. What else needs orders? Okay. I'm surprised I'm ranked as little as I am, honestly. Oh, there's stone and gold there. I should probably put some settlers down there. was listening to an interview with Chris Beard, and the guy goes, "So
the head coach of Texas Tech men's basketball,
right,
Chris Beard.
yeah," and the interviewer was like,
We have a theme. We try to be unbiased, but
"Well, look at the shirt I'm wearing." Anywho,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You're listening to an interview.
yes, the interviewer asked, or more, he kind of stated more than anything. So Jarrett Culver's projected to go in the first round in mock drafts, and Chris Beard literally said, "I don't know what a mock draft is," and I was like, "Okay."
I don't. You know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I think that's a good statement.
I can't disagree.
He says, I don't know what a mock draft is. And I hear, I don't care what a mock draft is.
That's basically what he means.
You know, I know what my players are and where they can be.
Right.
And a mock draft is not where they're going to end up.
Right. All right, Caesar, you ready, boy? Big
I'm
boy.
not ready. They, you know what? They have not. Well, you know what I really want to do is I want to send a set of troops or settlers to the south of them.
If there's anything there.
Establish a city right below them.
Well, in return, I'll have a caravel, which should help with exploring these lands.
I don't have enough money to just run this out there. I don't have enough money to.
I mean, I'm not going to just launch in there without you. Okay.
Oh, what side are we going for first?
I mean, I'm thinking of going for Antium.
Right,
Antium is kind of where I'm positioned. Or would you rather go for, like... See, I was thinking of going for a city to the right. That way you could have, like, a contiguous effort.
Well, so for me, Essen, Frankfurt, Dusseldorf, Cologne. I mean, it's going to take a lot for them to even move up that peninsula. So
that's not necessarily what I'm referencing. I kind of like having cities in continuity, just because it looks nice on the map.
But what I'm saying is, we can go for whatever city you would like. It doesn't bother me because my defense is literally a line of cities.
Okay.
I'm pulling the Russian mentality, like, oh
Right.
yeah, okay, just pull back, burn the fields, pull back, burn the fields. Oh, it's winter? That sucks. Forward, gentlemen. You don't have enough guns? Here's some ammo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm thinking Antium makes the most sense right now for me to attack.
That's all I wanted to know. All right. Are you ready to declare war?
Give it a second here.
Oh no. Oh no. I just rubbed my eye.
Oop.
Jalapeno!
My co-host might be having a somewhat medical emergency. Hopefully he's okay. It's hard for me to really determine. So you get in the water. Get a little wet there. Gosh, you're really still far away, aren't you? Let's move everything up here. You stay. You get out of there so we can get these guys on there. That should be good. Get you like here. Get you a bit more southern here. Oh, Caravel, nice. I'll have you just kind of search around here. Discover, we're on a huge map, so it's weird to me that I have this entire continent basically to myself. I guess you could call it an island. I've got a nice port here. Likewise here. I'd like to put a city here, one down here, and I think that should probably just about do it. Maybe one eventually up here just to kind of pull things together. But yeah, just waiting now because we don't have a wait timer for.
Yeah, it's in my eye.
Ooh, you okay?
No, I'm in a lot of pain.
Oof. Have you rinsed it with water?
Yep. And milk.
Okay. Well, I think at this point, given kind of what's occurred, probably going to cut the stream here at this point. Just want to make sure everything is okay with him. So, thank you for watching. We'll be back next week, perhaps with some D&D, and with less jalapeno in the eye. So, yeah, catch you next time.